Not everybody out there that's driving around in the fancy car has all the money. Instead, there are a lot more people that are out there that are just like you and me. They're, the old boring millionaire. So that's what we'll call it. But let's talk about them a bit and also how to quicker get richer. Is that a term that you could use? Let's get you richer quicker. Yeah. Hey, it's Eric with Jazz Wealth Managers, where we don't just invest your dough. We like to educate you on your dough. Let's talk a little bit about the millionaires. And I'm not talking just your, 20-year-old YouTube millionaire, anything like that, because that's a lot of what we see nowadays. We like to see all these different people and watch these people that have created these businesses and done all of these cool things. But there's a lot of people that are just the average person, and there is nothing wrong with that whatsoever. That's how I was raised. I went into the fire department, worked for quite some time doing that before actually stepping into the financial world. And I just did the traditional route to save, to get to where, you want to retire one day. It's not fancy. It's not super cool. It's not sexy, but at the same time, it's what a lot of people have done to build their wealth. So let's talk about that a little bit, because that's the type of person that we generally work with here at Jazz Wealth. And that is what you've got to realize is the average person in America when it comes to things. You're getting up, you're putting on your clothes, you're going to work, you work all day, you come home, and you save some of this money so that one day you'll be able to retire. That's life. And if that's you, that's who I'm talking to. So what exactly is this? How does it work? What are the numbers? What are some ways to quicker get richer? I don't know. That was just something I came up with. So check this out. So to start with, let's look at this Penny Hoarder article that breaks it down from Fidelity. Fidelity is one of the largest or the largest retirement plan that is out there. So they've got all of this data. This is coming in as of mid-22. More than 406,000 Americans have become millionaires through their employer-sponsored 401k plans. Now, that's probably you. You may have that 401k plan at work. If you are taking advantage of the match or not, that's the big question, because that's one of the easiest ways to grow your wealth and get richer quicker. So checking out this a little bit more, let's look here. It also says that nearly 346,800 have become millionaires through their IRAs or individual retirement accounts. Now, let me just explain that real quick, because a lot of times with the IRA, maybe you've put the standard amount in the IRA over and over and over and over, but oftentimes what ends up happening is you have a 401k, you leave your job, and then you roll that into the IRA. So this data, I would think looking at that is probably a little skewed, though I'd have to look more into it or talk to Fidelity themselves to find out if that's the case. But then right here, 72,200 have become millionaires investing in the TSP, or the Thrift Savings Plan. Again, that's a government plan that's out there. A lot of people are just utilizing their work plans to primarily grow their wealth. Now, not only that, but think about it this way too. If you have a pension, maybe you are going to take the pension, but oftentimes this is producing enough money that really, truly you are a millionaire because of the income that it is producing for you. So let's just say you work for the government, you have the pension you are going to receive, but then you also have $500,000 in the TSP. Well, technically, if you really want to think about it, you're one of those boring old millionaires, because the fact is that you do have the income coming in and you have the $500,000 over there. Different ways to think of it. But how am I going to tell you, though, how the richer get quicker? Well, the first thing is really just, I talked about this the other day. It's living below your means. Now, let me explain this, because I can think of just a few people right out the gate and that are millionaires, that are clients of ours, that are between the 30s and 40s, and what they drive. One of them has a net worth over $10 million. And with that, they drive a 2018 F-150 two-wheel drive truck. Another one drives a 2016 Ford Expedition. Again, they have a significant business where most of their net worth is, but they're also bringing in anywhere between $300,000 and $1 million per year, and that is what they're driving every day. It's not the lavish, it's not the fancy stuff, but they're continuously growing their wealth. It's about living below your means. I mean, take it. Honestly, Dustin here at Jazz. I mean, he drives an 80-year-old truck. Like, what in the world? Not only that, but his other get-around car that he drives when the truck's not running because it's 80 years old and doesn't run all the time, is an old Nissan Altima, just a basic Nissan Altima getting around. Myself, I drive 2014 Ford Focus, gets great fuel mileage, it's paid for. I don't really worry about that kind of stuff. And so that's where I'm telling you, the boring millionaire, that mentality. So now, not only that though, but here's the biggest thing. Coming up though, they're about to change a lot because inflation is getting, higher. Things are more expensive. Well, the dollar isn't worth as much when inflation goes up. So you've got to figure out how the richer get richer quicker. How do you get quicker, richer? Yes, those words. So check this out right here. So for 2023, one of the biggest ways is you're able to save more towards these retirement accounts. So the Roth and traditional, it's projected that the IRS is going to up this from $6,000 to now make putting away $6,500 per year. And if you are 50 or older, you can do the catch up, which is $7,500 per year. Now the next one is for the 401k. You can actually, right now it's $20,500 for this year. It should be $22,500 is the max next year. And then also $30,000 for the catch up. So those are ways that you can get richer quicker by putting more money away. That's what it's all about, living below your means. Make sure that you're doing these things if you just want to be that boring old millionaire. Thanks for watching. If you want to watch more FinTips videos, click here. Be sure to like and subscribe also.